All right, this first unit. And what you're going to notice here, and this is why I love teaching the course, is you've probably taken a lot of math that you do a unit, you take the unit test, and you know what? You don't see that stuff until probably the final exam, right? Ever again. Not in this class. Whatever we do in unit 1, you're going to see it again through all the other 11 units we got to do this year. Right? The first unit is probably one of the most important, and that is vocabulary. All right? I'm going to throw some you probably already know, some you don't know. It's going to be brand new. It's a lot of vocabulary that's associated with geometry. Now, when I say vocabulary, I will never ask you to write a definition. Here's what my expectation is, and that is when I give you a vocabulary term, you can draw me a picture. Okay, you can draw me a picture. That's what I'm looking for in this unit. Not that you know the definition in your head and you can write it down. This is not a vocabulary test. It's not English class. But you can draw a picture of it. I'm going to get you in nice and easy today. I'm only going to introduce one and only one term. Monday, the floodgates open up. So today's one and only one term, and that is a geometric net. All right, what is a geometric net? Well, first, let's get the definition here down, and then I'll give you a visual here. It is a two-dimensional pattern. Okay, a two-dimensional pattern. And if you want to know what I mean by two-dimensional, look at example 1. Example 1 is a two-dimensional pattern. That's what I mean. That can be folded to form a three-dimensional figure. Okay, so it's the net starts out two-dimensional. I fold it up, it becomes three-dimensional. All right, here we go. We'll stop taking notes here for a second, take a break. Here's what I mean. Anybody recycle? I'm sure many of us recycle. Maybe you just throw the cardboard into your recycling bin, or maybe you break it down. All right. When you break it down, that's a net. All right. Why is this a net? Because I can fold this up to form a three-dimensional object. All right. But I want to stress the net is the two-dimensional part after you break it down and recycle it. See the difference? All right. And then I fold it back up, and it becomes three-dimensional again. All right. So everyone understand what I mean by a net? That's after I break it down. All right. That's what I'm seeing here. The classic example is a cube. How many faces on this cube? How many faces? 6, right? So when I unfold this to form a net, how many squares should I have? Darn right, 6. All right? I want to make sure we make a note of this, because this will help you out. However many the number of faces should always equal the number of shapes on your net. All right? Always remember that. So you're telling me this cube has 6 faces? Darn it, when you draw a net, you better have 6 squares. Not 5, not 7, you better have 6. Right? So the number of faces on the 3D object should match. All right, now the visual part, which is probably the toughest part. Let's go to example 1 here. I have drawn a net of a cube. That's 1. Do you know there's 11 different ways you can open up a cube? We'll talk about those 11 different ways at the end of class. But for now, I have 1 out of those 11 ways drawn up on example 1. I want you to fold that up right now, visually. Fold that up. And you're going to talk in your group right now. What pairs of letters would be opposite each other? Okay? So right now, there are 3 pairs of letters after you fold this up. 3 pairs of letters that would be opposite each other. All right? So fold that net up. Form a cube. And then say, all right, what letters would be opposite each other? You can go ahead. I love group work. That's why you're together instead of individually into rows. So talk it over, and then I'll call on my first numbers of the year. We ready to roll? Here we go. Oh, the stress. Is he going to be mine? Is it my number? I've been dreading this all night. Oh, 12. Let's get this going the right way, Finley. What do you say? First one of the year. Congratulations. No, absolutely not. I just want to pair. Don't be showing off yet.
B and E.
B and E. Good start. B and E. Good work, good work, good work. How about another pair? Oh, 16. Bryson?
D and F.
D and F, yeah. And sorry, I'm not going to call on a third person here because let's face it, right? Process of elimination, it would be A and C. Good work, everybody. Good work, good work. Any issues there? All right, can you go backwards now? How about I give you the three-dimensional figure, you open it up, recycle it, and draw the net for me now. Go ahead. So now, whoa, 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 whoa! How many faces? How many faces on this? It's called a triangular prism. How many faces? 5. So when I walk around, how many shapes should I see? 5 on your net. Let's go. Open it up. Draw me a net of this. I don't want to call anybody out with the numbers here, but does anybody want to go up and show off their artistic talents and draw this net for me? That'd be great. Go ahead. Stellan?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Good. Thanks for the confirmation.
Well, I've made it too big. And I
keep going.
Okay.
You got one job.
Oh shoot. Oh damn it. Oh. I think that's the right one. Kind of like
Are you
that.
done?
Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be 10 centimeters and that's 8.
I would put it on there.
All right. Cool.
All right. Thank you. Good job. I asked if he was done or not. If your three-dimensional object has units, so does your net. They got to transfer over. Now, do I need the units on every single edge? Absolutely not. But I do need them on there. Okay, I do need them on there. Did anybody have a different one? Because I want to make sure you guys realize there are different ways to draw nets. There's just not one way. You know, I could have made the triangle a base instead and had the square come off of it. All right, so there are different ways to do it. All right. Any questions from you guys? We're all good? Drawing one and folding it back up. Looks like we're all right. I did want to expose you to a different kind of drawing other than a net that we could still break apart, though. Anybody know what this type of drawing is called? Show off here. There's actually 2 different names. Nobody in first period could get it. Thought maybe you guys would do better. Want me to spot you a letter? O. Oh boy, Drew. Okay. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on right now. I spotted him the first letter, which is O, and you gave me isometric.
Oh, first letter?
Yeah, I was spotting you the first letter, but he's actually correct. That is one of the 2 ways. I spotted you the one or the other. Did anybody just what happened here? I spotted him the first letter O, and he told me isometric. All right, but that is one of the names. Yes, isometric drawing. The other one was orthographic. orthographic. That's the one I spotted them with the O, but okay. It just got, wow. I don't know what just happened there. All right, similar to a net, you can break an isometric drawing down. And that's what I want you to do in your group right now. Break this down and tell me how many cubes can I form. Same size cubes, please. All right, so break that down for me and figure out how many cubes can I make.
Oh, I see.
All right, how many cubes did we think we could make here? 8. Char, did I say that right? Okay, Char, what do you got for me? 6, good work. Yep, 6 cubes. All right, good. Any issues? All right, I'm going to change directions here a little bit. I just want to show you something on your calculator right now, how you can use that to ensure that you will always get the correct answer here. And that is when I ask you to evaluate an expression. Now, I get it. Some of you guys may just look at this and say, oh, I take -2, I plug it in for x, right? Oh, and this x. And then I'm going to take 4, and everywhere I see a y, I'll plug in 4. And then anywhere I see a -6, I'll plug it in for, or anywhere I see a z, I'll plug it in for -6. That's a lot of letters and a lot of numbers. And you're going to start dealing with double negative signs. I would get worried. Could some of you just get the answer, type a bunch of numbers in your calculator, and you're good? Yeah. But you know what? For me, I want to make sure darn right I get 100% insurance that I'm going to get this right. Now, some people in my last class knew about it, some didn't. Anybody learn how to use the store button last year? That little arrow button. Anybody use it? Yes, but you got it backwards. Yes. Okay, I'm going to show you right now. So the first thing we need to tell our calculator is, how do I, oh boy, you guys help me out. How do I clear the whole screen? Shift clear? There we go. Thank you. All right, so I need to tell the calculator what number I'm going to plug in for each variable. So let's start with x. What number am I plugging in for x? -2. So ready? I go -2, or 3, back up, -2. And now does everybody see above the x to the y in yellow, there's that arrow button? That's what I want. That's my store button right there. So I'm going to go shift x to the y. And I'm telling the calculator, I want you to take -2 and plug it in for what variable? X. And we know how to get the x on here, hopefully from last year. Plug it in for x. Enter, execute. So anytime now, on the calculation screen, your calculator sees an x, it's going to plug in -2. All right, what are we plugging in for y, though? 4. So ready? Number first, 4. Store, shift, x to the y. And you know how to get the letter y up. Everybody see on, where is it? Number button 3. Now I got to go alpha 3. And it'll plug in y for me. Enter. And then the final one is z, and what's that? -6, right? I'm plugging in -6 for z. Yes? Okay, I got to get my notes over there. -6. Store. Everyone see where z is with the plus sign, so I got to go alpha plus. Enter. All right, I got all the variables stored. Now I just type in the expression they asked me to evaluate. And the calculator will plug in those numbers automatically. So ready? 4, parenthesis, 2x to the 4th. You guys know how to remember how to raise it. X to the y to the 4th, where you might have a different way. Press your up button. Plus 5y minus z. Square that bad boy. And then minus x. How's that look? Good? And your calculator will plug those values in for you. So you don't have to worry about order of operations, double negatives, wrong number in for wrong variable. There we go. So that's 13,458. Questions there? Comments? Cool. Couple things before we move on. These numbers are going to stay there until you plug another number in for X, Y, or Z. All right, they don't automatically disappear. They stay in your calculator. So if you're doing homework tonight and you have to store in X, Y, or Z, when you store it in, it'll override whatever you had there. Okay? So these numbers will stay in there until you tell it to override it. Also on homework, I just showed you this method. I would not expect any work. I would just see the answer and I know you did the store key. All right, because I harped on yesterday, remember, you got to show work to how you got the answer. Well, I just showed you how to use the store key, so all I would expect is 13,458. Okay? All good there? That's going to come in nice and handy later on in the year when you guys used quadratic formula last year. We're going to use it again this year later on, and this comes in pretty handy, the store key. So 13,458. All right, good deal. Anybody see that one? That was shattered. Start learning them, by the way. Start learning my slide transitions, and I'll maybe I have time. I think I have time right now. What time we get out of here? Period 2, 9:11. Okay, well, I think we got some time. Real quickly here, Genie. Okay, Genie. Make sure you memorize these bad boys. I'll show you why. Cube. All right. Shatter again. Fade. Everyone saw that. Faded out. Couple more here. Pinwheel. Spins. Page curl. Curling the page up. I'm waiting for the big one here. Shatter again. There's a whole bunch. Slide right. Oh, there it is. Everyone see it. The Promethean person. All right, here's my deal. All right, we'll start this later on next week. This is why you got to memorize it. It is very rare that person makes an appearance on my slide transition. Very rare. If that person makes, during our course of our day in our notes, makes an appearance, as a class, if you can guess the next slide transition, I take nominations and we vote. Whatever gets the top vote. If it is that slide transition, no homework for that night. I cancel it. All right, so know your slide transitions. All right. I'm going to go through a couple more here. Spin. Drop. There's a lot to remember. Got to be on your game. Flip. Star. Shatter. Star. Good. You're picking it up a little bit now. Nice. That was an easy one. Okay. Spin. Yep. Come on now, period 2. Spin again. Yep. It's all on random too. Ooh. Clock. Nice. Clock. Good.
Draw.
Yeah. Flip. Ooh. Swing. When it comes from the corner there, that's a swing. Genie, right? Like coming out of the bottle. Yep. 2 more.
Slide right.
Ooh, slide left. Left. Your other left. All right. There's going that way and there's going that way. All right. It's tough. It's going to be tough to guess it. Clock. There you go. All right. And there's a couple more that haven't come up. So, all right. Oh, what you do in math class today? Oh, we did slide transitions. All right. So here we go. So we'll start that next week. So here's our last group activity of the day. I showed you my cube earlier today, and I told you there's 11 different ways I could fold this back up and still get a cube. You and your group are going to find those 11 right now. Okay? First thing, how many faces on a cube?
6.
Okay, so you can eliminate some of those possibilities because there's not 6 squares in the net. All right, so you might want to start yourself off by eliminating some that are definitely not because they don't have 6 faces. And then from there, you're on your own. Find all 11. You and your group. Find all 11. That's how we'll end class today.
The one above the
I think this one is too. Yeah. I think it's fine. It's fun. Not this one. I don't know.
Which one is? Oh, this one.
So we just go through the process.
This one is.
Oh, this one.
One
This straight one is. I mean, it's 6, but I don't think it floats in this one.
This one.
Don't be nervous. All right? $11. Start us off right. Hold on. Go ahead, Makai. Here are the rows, columns. Row 1, column 2, yeah. Z looking one there, good job. That will form a net. Anybody good? We're good. See that, how it forms the net visually? Are we good? We can throw it up here, get interactive. Okay, let's get it up. Let's see, where's that one here? There you go, the Z, right? Is that the same one? No, it's not. There we go. Yep, ready? So this one here becomes your base. All right, this square here becomes your base. Fold up over top and come through. Okay, we're all good. All right, next one. 3. Stellan, what do you got?
I got column 5, row 4.
Column 5, row 4. This guy going backwards on me. Okay, yep. This one right here. That's a good net.
Or like row 4.
No, we're done. Stop showing off. We're fine. I just asked for 1. Everyone all right with that one? Okay, let's keep it going. We got 3, 8 more to go. Jeez. 17, Dylan. This one? Yep. That's a good net. Anybody want to fold that one up? We're good. All right, let's keep trucking. Good work so far, everyone. 10 spot. Henry?
Row 3, column 3.
Row 3. Ooh, yeah. This looking figure. Doesn't look like it could, but it will. Good. 4. Tess.
We'll do row 2, column 2.
T. Yep. Everyone's all right with the T. All right, next up. 20. Going deep, Brendan.
Row 1, row 2, column 3.
Staircase, yep. That'll work. We're all good with the staircase. That will work. All right. 4. Oh, back to you, Tess.
Row 4, column 3.
Yep. This bad boy right here. Anybody want to see anything yet here? Because these are all good. Or they will all form nets. What do we got? 2, 4, 6, 8. 3 more. 9. Woo. Vinny.
Row 2, column 5.
Row 2, column 5. That's another good one. Two. Hi, Bailey.
Row 5, column 2.
Row 5. This one right here.
Yeah.
Where's your base? I just want to see what you counted as your base. Then I'll start folding it around it.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. Good catch. And here's a stay out of row 5. Anything else you got for me?
I have row 5, column 3. I don't know if that works.
Just start. If you're going to tell me, all I want to know is what's your base. Where would the bottom of it be, so I can start folding it around with you.
One of these 2.
Okay, so let's say it's this one right here. Okay, right? All right, so I can fold this one up, this one over the top, right? So that would be fine, and I fold this one up in here, but there's no back to the other side. See how that would be an issue? All right. You got one you're solid on here?
I have a tab
Yeah.
that I wasn't 100% sure on.
Why don't you go to the very bottom there that you shaded in?
Row 3, column 6, that one?
Well,
Or row 6, column
yep,
3?
this bad boy right here. Yep. The very last one. Okay. How many am I missing now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. One more? That's it? One more? Everyone sees where it is, maybe? The one we're missing?
Yeah.
Whew, who's going to have it to finish this? 13! Whoa. You going to finish it here, Jonathan? Oh, come on, come on. Be here for your group. All right, well, we can eliminate probably this one, right?
No.
Oh.
Never mind.
Whoa. Redemption?
Yeah, row 1, column 4.
Where's your base? I'll just.
Oh, like the bottom one?
No, like which one would be the bottom of your cube? Which square would be the bottom? So you
That
could.
one. Yeah,
This one?
yeah.
Okay, so we ready? Let's start folding, right? I could fold, let's see, this one down. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to fold this one, up or down. I think either way here, I'm going to have a overlapping side or a missing side. Okay?
Row 2, column 4.
There was our missing one right there. Okay. Now look, I am with you guys that struggle with this visually. I am with you. The best alternative, cut them out and see if you can fold them yourself to make a cube. Okay, that's the best alternative I got for you. I struggle with this visually too. Sometimes I have to cut them out, draw the cubes, my squares myself, and fold them. All right, because I struggle with it visually. Any questions? All right, so at the end of every notes, which we're at the end of right now, you guys will always have the homework, and you can see what it is tonight. It's packet page 3. So I'll let you, I know we only have a couple minutes left, but you can get started. You've got to check your answers. Don't just say, oh, I'm done with the homework. I'll show it to them Monday. Check your answers before you come in on Monday. Good session here.